A few years ago, I read a book that completely changed the way I think about success. And the title of the book is called Grit: The Power of Passion and Perseverance by Angela Duckworth. It got me thinking deeply about the power of consistency, repetition, and the ability to stick with something long enough to see results. Angela in the book believed or believes that the key to success is not talent or luck, but a combination of passion and perseverance. What she calls it is grit, right? And that was like the first time I came across that particular word. And the more I sort of like reflected on it, the more I realized she was absolutely right. Now, success looks different for all of us. It might mean financial freedom, building a business, advancing in a career, or even becoming healthier and stronger. But I think we can all agree on one thing: success brings a sense of fulfillment. And the good news is that we all have the access to this same tool that Angela shared in her book, Great. And whether you know it or not, you've probably used it at some point in your life. I remember back in university, there were certain students who seemed to play all the time. Like they were always having fun, hanging out, and somehow still managed to pass their exams. Meanwhile, I will be studying intensely, a few weeks before the exam, and it never made sense to me how they did it. But later on, I discovered their secrets. Unlike me, they weren't, cramming everything at the last minute. They had been studying consistently since the beginning of the semester. Some even started preparing 2 years ahead for, future courses. They broke their studying into sort of like small, manageable bits, so it never felt overwhelming. That consistency sort of like paid off for them in the long run. Now let's apply, this lesson to real life, because, let's be honest, school isn't real life, right? But, our careers, businesses, or personal growth, the sort of like the same principle applies to it. The differences between the, top 1% of super successful individuals and the rest of us is their ability to focus on their passion and, persevere through challenges long enough to see results. If you ask a billionaire now, or if you ask a billionaire how long they've been in business, chances are they would say, 20 years, 30, their success didn't just happen overnight. Yes, we live in an age where people can make millions from crypto or winning the lottery, but that's the exception, not the rule. The chances of, hitting that jackpot are very slim. So my question to you is, are you willing to bet your entire future on a slim chance of sudden success? I personally believe that the most guaranteed path to success is through passion, perseverance, and patience. But let me be honest, it's not easy. In fact, it's probably the hardest test you will ever take in life. The Bible puts it this way in Galatians chapter 6, verses 9. I believe the NIV version is written this way. It says, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." Think about that for 1 second. The last part says we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Emphasis on if we do not give up. That means success is promised to those who keep pushing forward. And this also reminds me, of the movie The Pursuit of Happiness. I remember watching it as a kid, and I couldn't understand why the main character had to go through so much suffering before he finally found success. That movie was, the first one that ever made me cry. But looking back now, I sort of like get it. Success is not about avoiding hardship, it's about enduring it. Angela in her book says it this way. She said, "Enthusiasm is common, but endurance is rare." I'll say that again. Enthusiasm is common, but endurance is rare. Anyone, literally anyone, can get excited about starting something new or about something in the beginning, but only a few people will keep going, with when things get tough. We all get excited when we're about to start that project, when we're about to start, say, content creation, when we're about to start, that new job or that new career. But after a couple of months, when you've stuck to it long enough, you start feeling bored of it, you start feeling down, especially when you are not seeing results. And this is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. I remember, my Boy Scouts leader in secondary school, he once told me that there is joy in pain. If you train your mind to embrace the struggle, you will stop feeling the pain. That has stuck with me sort of like ever since. So my message to you today is simple. Keep working, keep failing, keep trying, keep improving, keep persevering. Your breakthrough is closer than you think.